All right, ENPH update here. This has had a laughable drop since January 7th. I'm not sure, was there, somebody can tell me in the comments, was there news on January 7th for this to drop that much? Because the argument that Trump's not good for this stock is not even a thing, because after he became president, it rallied from 58 to 77, and now we're going down. So zooming out here, if this breaks below 58.39, it invalidates this being the bottom right here. This is not the bottom anymore. It could still bounce. It could still go up here, but then that's not the bottom, because this is a very corrective move, and that would just make this a fourth wave. This chart's tricky because, again, you get this move down here, and then you break above the high. So this is not an impulse. So that makes this A, B, but now you're just getting like a very extended C wave. So 1, 2, and then if this happens where it breaks the low, then that makes this a third wave. And then it would come back down here. So I still think regardless it's going to bounce here, but if it breaks the low, then this was only a third wave. So let's go to the weekly, or like the 3-day, just look at this. So that would make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here on the daily, the reason that I had this as the ending, well, I guess the third wave is pretty obvious. The third wave is right here. I think that this count might have been a little bit off, but it didn't really matter because this was an impulse, like a pretty obvious impulse. Like very obvious impulse. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And then this is a very obvious corrective move. So what I'm saying basically is if it breaks the low here, you're going to get a C wave up. So you're going to get, this is A, B, and then this is C. We should get this at a minimum. But if it breaks the low, you're going to want to sell on the C wave because it's going to come back down. So if you look at, I just looked at the GEX. Actually, for the 31st, 55 does have a lot of GEX. So if it does break below this, 55 would be my target. And then it would just be an expanded flat. It would just be A, B, C, sell up here, and then it would come back down for a fifth wave. So maybe earnings will be a positive catalyst. Not sure, but this is a very extended C wave here. And at this point, let's just see how far a B wave could even go. Like, I wouldn't expect a B wave to go past 50 bucks. So basically, with all this taken into account, this is not a spot to like panic sell or anything like that. It's just an annoying move, and it will resolve itself soon. It should. This is not an impulse right here. The 1.61 fib of this A wave is actually double bottom here at 58.36, which is interesting. Yeah, so it might double bottom here at 58 bucks, and then just go right back up here to 77 bucks. Be a normal flat. So A, B, and C like that. And then at that point, it could be the bottom still as long as it holds the low. If it breaks the low, though, then you're going to want to be out up here because it's going to go to new lows. And maybe it just comes back down here to 50 bucks. And then that's it. And then that would make that the B wave. This is an A wave. This is a B wave. So this would be overall B. And then you get the bigger move. Like that. So it's pretty annoying right now, but I think this B wave is about finished, first of all. And then if it breaks the low, then you know you need to sell up here because it's going to come down here and make one more low. If it holds the low, you got to wait and see if it's a third wave impulse. So it really just comes down, can it break the low? Can it hold the low? Even if it holds the low, it could still be a C wave and come back down. So we'll find out. If it's a third wave, it's going to go to the 1.61 fib, which is all the way up here at 93 bucks. If it's a C wave, it's probably just going to come up here to like 77, 78 bucks and then come back down. So hopefully that's a pretty in-depth explanation about what this is going to do. But I think that it's probably not going to go much lower than 50 bucks if it makes one more low. Like if it goes back up here to 77, we can just take this first wave. And you can see right there, right around 50 bucks. So the GEX is saying 55 for the end of next week. So you can buy some at 55. I think it's a really good buy. I might add some more. And look for that bounce. Probably into earnings, I would say. I think earnings will probably cause the bounce. So that's it for this update. I'm not going to do any other updates today. I'm traveling, but updates coming tomorrow. So have a good day trading. Talk to you soon.